Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Google Digital Garage. My name is Michael Knowles. I'm one of the trainers here for the Google Digital Garage and the Skills Training Program. Just a little bit about myself, guys. So I'm a specialist, but an experienced digital marketer as well as a trainer, and my background is in things such as SEO, pay-per-click, analytics, and digital automation. And over the next hour, I'm really looking forward to sharing with you some best practices, some guidance and some advice to really get the most out of the tools that you have available. And I've worked in this sector for probably just over 10 years now. Guys, I'd also like to introduce you to the moderator for today's webinar. She's awesome. She's a good friend of mine. She's hilarious and I really enjoy working with her, and you guys are going to love her too. Her name is Emma Gray, and you'll be able to see Emma in the chat just on this side here, guys, and you'll be able to identify her just by that little blue spanner just next to her name. And I'm sure Emma's already been interacting with you guys and having some fun. Emma's there today. She's a digital coach just the same as myself. But what Emma will be helping you with today, guys, is answering any questions that you might have, having a bit of fun with you, interacting with you in the chat, keeping me on time, but also if there's any questions which you guys have that you want to send through to me, Emma will be doing that for us and making sure that we can communicate effectively. Just before we start, guys, just a couple of things to signpost for you. If you are having any trouble at all, guys, viewing this webinar right now, just in this top right corner, hit refresh, guys, and that should sort out any issues that you're having viewing or hearing me right now. If you'd like to join the instant chat, which I hope you do today, just on this side here, guys, you do just need to quickly create a YouTube account, which can be easily set up just by clicking the box on the right there. Guys, we will be pausing throughout this session to answer the more complex questions from the chat box. So please do feel free to fire away with any questions that you might have throughout. Send them through to Emma over the next hour, anything around digital strategy, and we'll try and touch on as many questions as we can. Just to let you know that we are running this module, this Digital Garage training module, as part of a much broader range of offering of courses from the Google Digital Garage. If you'd like to check out the full schedule of everything that we've got coming up, please just click on the description information below and just click the link, and that'll take you through to the website. All right. Also, guys, feel free to share your experiences throughout. Tell your friends, your family, and your connections across social media today using the hashtag Digital Garage. Lastly, 2 seconds there. Lastly, guys, if you've got any feedback from today's session, then we will be able to allow you to fill in a feedback form linked in the description box below. Once you complete the feedback form, a link will appear for you to actually download today's content. So you don't have to scribble all the notes all in one go. Keep a notepad handy, but we will allow you to get those slides as well. And you can actually rewatch this webinar for the next 24 hours as well. Guys, we've got a lot of great content to share with you today, but firstly, we did want to acknowledge that we realise that for many of you these days, it's not business as usual. As all of us continue to adapt to the COVID-19 scenario across the globe, we understand that today's landscape is creating new challenges for you, for us, for businesses, and for your customers. While the challenges of each business are unique, we're all being impacted in some way. And we want you to know that we at the Digital Garage and at Google, we're here for you. You can find more information about how Google is trying to help by visiting our company blog, blog.google. Emma, if you could just possibly put that link into the chat there, that would be great. Many of you guys have reached out to us to let us know that this type of training comes at a really crucial time. A time where you are striving to be helpful and relevant to your customers. With this in mind, we'll continue to work as hard as we can to provide you with content and insights that you need to help you and your business continue to move forward. All right. So with that in mind, guys, what I'd like to do then is just get started and let's jump into digital marketing strategy. Okay, the reason that I keep on looking around, guys, is because it's like the Starship Enterprise in here. All right, I've got a few different screens. All right, so that's the reason I keep on looking around. Okay, guys, so today's webinar, it's going to be split into 3 different parts. Okay, first of all, we've got understand what digital marketing actually is. Okay, 2, learn about the digital marketing channels, okay, that you have available. And then 3, build and put together an actual digital marketing plan. And we've got some examples in there as well. All right. Okay, so an introduction to digital marketing. What I like to do, guys, okay, is get you guys going. Okay, so I want you to start engaging in the chat now. All right, I'm not one of those teachers at school. Okay, there's no trick questions in here. What I'd like you to do is in the chat, guys, is tell me what opportunities, okay, you think that you might get, okay, from marketing your business online. All right, they can be as basic or as complex as you want. Pop in the chat the kind of things that you think, okay, that marketing could offer to you or that it does currently. All right. What I would say for you, okay, is the kind of opportunities that I've kind of helped my clients with, okay, through online marketing, is kind of speaking to more people, growing that reach, okay, creating opportunities that they didn't have before. Let's take a look. All right. So we've got some stats for you. Guys, we live in a mobile world now, don't we? All right. In Ireland, okay, in Ireland alone, 72% of people buy online. 72%. That's an enormous opportunity for us potentially. 2.1 billion smartphones are in use today. 2.1 billion. Okay. And finally, across the world, 60% of searches are done on mobile devices. So what does that tell me and what should that be telling you? Okay, one, that's telling us that there is opportunities out there, okay, for people to access your content online, but also on mobile. Okay, and you need to be making sure, okay, and thinking through what can we do with our business, okay, and what can we do with our website to make sure that people can interact with our business, engage, and potentially start that sales conversation via a mobile phone. That's called being mobile optimized, okay, and that's what we need to start consider because more and more people are feeling more comfortable making, you know, small, medium, and larger purchasing decisions across their mobile phones and smartphones. So you can now reach more people online than ever before. Yeah, and the way that you can kind of check whether reaching more people online is useful to you, okay, and works for your industry in that kind of digital environment is check out a tool called Google Trends. Okay, it's not at any cost. Okay, it's one of those platforms like much of our suite where there's no cost involved. Okay, so you can go to Google Trends and you can type in the kind of services and the kind of products that your business offer, and you'll actually be able to see, okay, the kind of trends, there's the kind of demand online for what you do. Yeah, and as I said there, you can now reach more people online. If you can start to see, okay, that actually there's opportunities for the kind of things that we provide in, you know, across borders and things like that, okay, it might actually open up, you know, a few different areas to potentially market your business into. Also, guys, digital marketing, okay, digital marketing has allowed us to, you know, I'm not one of the people that kind of shoots down traditional marketing. Okay, what I am is I'm a big advocate of digital simply because you can actually track things a lot easier, okay, and you can learn more about your customers now than ever before. And why I think this is particularly relevant now, okay, is things are challenging, yeah, and if we can start to learn a bit more about our customers, okay, with our marketing spends, okay, or budgets that we may or may not kind of have available, all right, we can actually find out more about our potential customer base. Okay, and do things in a slightly more targeted way. So with a platform such as Google Analytics is awesome. Okay, I love Google Analytics, all right? And Google Analytics allows us to kind of see not only who are the people that visit our website, okay, but who is the demographic, okay, and what type of people are the people who are most likely to actually buy from us. Who are the people that visit our site more often? Who are the people who've actually bought from us over the last, say, year or 2 years, whatever it might be? And what I like to do, okay, is I like to take the fear out of Google Analytics for everyone. All right? Google Analytics is, everyone thinks that it's this big monster of a program, and it's not. It's a relatively simple platform, okay? And the reason I can say that it's simple is, write this down, guys. Google Analytics does 4 things. 4, okay, and that is down the left hand side there's audience, there's acquisition, behavior, and conversions. Let me break that down. Audience, who are they? Who are the people that are visiting your website? Acquisition, how did they actually get there? Behavior, what do they do when they get to my site? And then finally, conversions, What are they worth to me, and have they actually signed up, called, bought from us? The other parts are just sliders and metrics, depending on how far down that rabbit hole and how granular you actually want to go. But if you keep those 4 simple things in mind, it takes away a lot of the pressure and a lot of the fear of analytics. Give that a go today, guys, and let us know on social media how you get on with it. We'd love to hear from you. Digital marketing's also allowed us to communicate, and support our customer base better, hasn't it? So not only can we have that cool kind of two-way conversation that previously wasn't possible, sometimes live, okay, but now we can actually support our clients and support our customers in a different way. When I'm saying communicate, we all get that little bing. We all absolutely love that when we communicate with a brand, and a person actually comes back to us and communicates, don't we? That kind of adds that little bit of humility and puts those people behind the company. After all, we can do everything we want with digital, but the same kind of things remain. People buy from people. People like to know that there's actual people at this business who care, and care about their customers. The thing about support is an interesting one. The reason that it's kind of been, in my opinion, revolutionary in some ways is because previously when you had an issue that was this big, okay, you had to maybe complain, or if you were asking advice, you had to say ring a call center environment or something like that, and sometimes wait in a queue. And as you maybe got frustrated, that problem in your head grew because of the frustration. Support on social media and on kind of Google and things like that has got a lot better because it's taken some of that away, where people can communicate, quickly, get their message across, ask a question, and we can kind of address that, in a relatively straightforward way. I hope that makes sense, guys. All right, guys. So let's now look at some of the digital marketing channels that we actually have available. All right. So what have we got available to us? So we've got search engine optimization. I'm going to kind of take away some of the fear and some of the terms that sometimes digital marketers can kind of use, and people who aren't kind of tech savvy or digitally minded can sometimes be fearful of. SEO, search engine optimization. That means optimizing your website so that it shows up more often in search engine results such as Google and Bing. Search engine marketing, SEM. That means that you're paying to advertise to appear at the top of search engines. SMM, social media marketing. Using social media networks to gain traffic, grab attention, and reach potential new people on those platforms. Display marketing. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail with display marketing actually, because it's something that some people aren't too kind of sure on. Email marketing. That means basically kind of collecting and using email addresses to connect with potentially new users or existing users. And finally, content marketing. Content marketing, we've got a whole section on, and that's about creating and sharing engaging content such as blogs, videos, guides, infographics, and so forth. But let's go into them in more detail, guys. So let's get started with search marketing. So this is, just using my clicker here, there we go, when it works, this is what a normal SERP, search engine results page, SERP, looks like. So what you have is at the top, you've got the query that you type in, which is known as your search query. Then what you have is you have this section here, which normally has either shopping ads, across the top, which will have images and some pricing and so forth. And then you've got these bits, which are called search ads, And you can identify that it's an ad on Google because there's a little green box that says ad that tells you that, And they are the paid text and shopping ads. Finally, guys, what we've got is we've got the organic listings, And this is where companies have done their keyword research, which I'll touch on, And they've developed content, to include those keywords. So they begin to rank organically for that. All right, guys. So when we want to get started with search engine optimization, there's a couple of kind of key things that are critical that sometimes people miss out. One of them, is a thing called Google Search Console. I would write that down, guys. Emma, if you could possibly put the link on there as well, for Google Search Console, but write it down, guys. Google Search Console is something which sits and knits well, with your Google Analytics. And it allows you to submit your website, submit new content and things to Google for them to crawl it. And when I say crawl, I mean these little kind of bots and spiders crawl all around your site to really understand what your website and what your business is about, helping you to rank for those kind of key terms and phrases. Search Console also allows you to monitor how you're actually doing in search, where you averagely rank, okay, what are the kind of key terms that most likely bring you up. But also, this is critical, this is the part that I like, is in digital marketing, it's sometimes really hard to stay on top of everything across your website, especially if you're a business with, hundreds of pages. Sometimes links change, sometimes something's changed, like a URL across your own website and things like that for a certain blog or service page. Search Console actually sends you alerts on critical issues across your website. Yeah, so you could go in there and you could set up a report, okay, which every so often will drop through to you, or you could just see it on the screen, okay, any areas of your website that may be kind of struggling or functioning in a bad way. When you want to get Google to help find the content, that's when you need to submit a thing called a sitemap. Depending on the kind of website builder that you're using, okay, there's different ways of doing this. Once on, say, WordPress, there's things, you can get the XML sitemaps from different WordPress plugins. If you're on things like Wix or Squarespace and things like that, you can also get them from there as well. Now, when you submit that sitemap, that's you saying, okay, Google, I would like you to crawl my site as it is now, please. Yeah, it's called re-indexing your site. Also, guys, that's helping you to share that new content. All right, but also, guys, helping Google and users understand your content. Some of the key parts about this, all right? So while we always kind of talk about keywords, okay, so keywords and phrases, one of the most kind of important things that you can do is write engaging content. Okay, write content that's meant for people. Okay, now what you need to be doing there is create unique, okay, and accurate page titles that reflect the content that it actually contains. Okay, create good titles, okay, and snippets throughout, such as subheadings, okay, that kind of potentially contain maybe a keyword or phrase to tell Google, okay, and help Google understand the main points about what this page is. All right. Use heading tags to emphasize the important text as well. So H1 tags, H2 tags, and things like that, they will all help Google when you crawl it to really understand what you want to kind of stand out for and be known for. So, some tips for success. Run some keyword research, all right? Get the notepads at the ready, guys, all right? When you want to start running some keyword research, there's a multitude of different platforms that you can use to do this. Number one, use Google Keyword Planner. Okay, Google Keyword Planner sits within the Google Ads platform. Okay, and unless you kind of start spending on there, okay, it's not at any cost. Okay, there's no cost to access the platform. You have to create an account, but then you go to the little spanner and go to Google Keyword Planner. All right. Then what you can do is you can type in roughly the products and services that your business provides. Okay, choose the country or areas that you want to market to, and what it does is it actually shows you the terms and phrases that people actually search for on Google. It's fantastic, guys. It means that you can kind of not even just mirror what your users are talking about, you can understand how they search for what you do. Other tools are available, guys. So we've got things like Ubersuggest. You can use tools like SEMrush, SE Ranking, SpyFu. There's a whole host of tools out there, guys. Okay, but our own one is within the Google Keyword Planner. Also, guys, publish useful, high quality content. All right, is just because you've done the keyword research, don't take all of the keywords and just stuff a page full of all these words so it sounds as though a machine has written it. One of the key things, okay, that Google looks for, okay, to help businesses rank is, one, how useful the page is. So when people go to a website, how long are they spending on it? If it's quite an obvious thing, is if people are spending a lot of time on search pages, on service pages or product pages, okay, people are obviously enjoying what they're seeing. Okay, and there's obviously something useful and probably high quality because you're not jumping straight off. Also, guys, make web pages search friendly. Okay, help Google show your website and help users access it. Okay, there's a couple of no-cost platforms such as Test My Site. Emma, if you could possibly put the link in there, and PageSpeed Insights. Okay, what you can do, guys, is you can generate a report at no cost to basically kind of see how Google sees your website and how it performs in terms of speed, yeah, on both mobile and PC or Mac as well, yeah. Because what we're kind of understanding is the more that people are using mobile phones, the more we need to make sure that our website isn't slowing us down and hindering us from gaining traffic from people on, smartphones and tablets. All right. This is an interesting one, guys, and this is something that you shouldn't underrate, is customers are searching for local businesses. If you haven't done it already, guys, look for a thing called Google My Business. Okay, some people have this, some people haven't yet. If you haven't claimed it, okay, the Google My Business is the thing that when you look on Google sometimes, okay, for your own business, it'll appear on this side of a page, okay, on a PC. And it'll appear kind of in the center, okay, on a mobile where it'll say like call, website, opening time, some pictures. All right, claim it, okay, claim it for yourself, okay, and you can take control, because what this helps with is what you call local SEO. When people are looking for shops and services like yours within a local vicinity, okay, it helps to kind of rate your business, okay, and helps you compete, okay, with anyone, simply because you are in this location, okay, you've dotted the I's and crossed the T's across your Google My Business profile. So Google has a good understanding as to what you can provide to those audiences locally. Great for footfall, great for kind of local opportunity. Some of the steps that people miss, okay, and I had a conversation actually with a customer yesterday, is you don't have to treat your Google My Business profile like a social media platform, as in, posting 3, 4, 5 times a day, but definitely show people that you are active on there. Okay, update your business info. Okay, make sure that it's accurate. Okay, is you might have switched addresses. Okay, under these circumstances, you might not be at that address anymore. You might be functioning from somewhere else. Maybe your telephone number might have changed, guys. Yeah, these are things that we need to think about as business owners. Add photos of your business as to what you do, maybe of your team. People love that, guys. People kind of, they eat that up, because what they want to do is they want to see how a business is functioning and how the products are kind of made. You can maybe even add a virtual tour. Okay, now a virtual tour, this is something between just me and you guys. Okay, this is something that came out a little while ago. All right, and I'm going to show you live on the app. What you'll be able to do is download an app, okay, called Google Street View. Google Street View. It looks, 2 seconds there, is Google Street View. It's on iOS and it's on the Google Play Store. Okay, and it kind of looks like this. Okay, once you open it. All right, now what you can do is in the bottom corner, there's a little picture of a camera. Okay, now you can also take a thing called a photosphere. You're going to be able to see all around my room here. Can you see that little orange dot, guys? Okay, now when you move this round, okay, it'll complete the orange dot. All right, now when you move all the way around the room, okay, and take all of these orange dots, it actually gives you a 360-degree view, okay, of your environment. This is fantastic, okay, for, gyms, bars, cafes, even kind of workshops within businesses. Okay, now I know that some people are probably thinking, is that useful now? This is about kind of what we can do, okay, for when things start to ease, to help our businesses kind of start to kind of build back up again. Okay, let's get some of these things going. Virtual tours means before people book, okay, they can come off Google Maps and they can walk, okay, or from Google My Business, they can actually step inside of your premises and take a good look around. Yeah, how awesome is that? Also, guys, on Google My Business, make sure that you respond to reviews, both good and bad, okay? And I would actually lean even more so to responding to the bad ones. Yes, thank people when they've left a positive review, okay? But how powerful is it? Okay, we all do it. Tell me in the chat if you are one of these people. When you are buying something online, okay, do you scroll past the 5-star reviews and sometimes look at the 2s and the 1s? Tell me in the chat, because I know sometimes I do. All right. Now, why this is useful is we all know that occasionally businesses mess up or get things wrong, or a product can get damaged. Okay, it's inevitable. It's going to happen from time to time. However, what we're really looking for, okay, is to understand, okay, when things have gone wrong, okay, how does this business handle itself? Yeah, have they dealt with it professionally in a good way, okay, to really kind of help the customer and kind of appease the customer, okay, and deal with the situation. That's what we want. Yes, we want to see some 5 and 4-star reviews to make sure that people are speaking positively, that it's not just all ones. But when they do get a bad, how does that business respond? And I think you'll agree, guys, that that is critical, okay, to us kind of choosing potentially a business. Yeah, so I can see in here that we've got Sean Lally saying yes, Connell saying always scrolls past, Alan, yeah, so I can see that some of you guys do the same as me. Awesome. Okay, guys, so let's look at the differences between SEO and SEM. Okay, so search engine optimization. All right, search listings are at no cost. Okay, so you don't pay to be there directly. Okay, and you optimize your content. Okay, you optimize your content for keywords. All right. It can also take time, okay, to start to rank on the first page of Google, depending on how competitive it is, because you're developing content over time. All right. Search engine marketing. Search engine marketing, you actually pay for search listings, okay? So you pay to be at the top of those search pages. And what you do is you bid on those keywords, okay? You can also get on the first page potentially straight away, okay? Yes, you'll have to obviously pay to kind of get there, and it'll take time to refine your campaign to get the most out of it, but you could potentially actually begin to rank straight away on there. All right. For more information on SEO, guys, we are doing an SEO webinar next Wednesday as well, if you guys would like more info. Okay, so getting started with it, okay, with search engine marketing, okay, with SEM. What we need you to do is you're going to create a Google Ads campaign. Just go to Google and type in Google Ads, okay? I guarantee it'll come up. You log into Google Ads, and for this time, you're going to click search. That's the kind of campaign type that we want, okay? And then you're going to select your campaign goal, all right? Now, the reason that we ask for a goal is we've set up a system, okay, which kind of helps you with best practices, okay, and helps to kind of streamline your journey, okay, so that you can maximize the money that you put in and help to maximize kind of the goal that you want. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pick those keywords. So we picked those keywords out from the Google Keyword Planner that we did before within the tool. All right. Now what you need to think about here is align the keywords, okay, with your business goals. So what do I mean by that? So say for instance, if someone typed in trainers, okay, say you sell shoes, and someone typed in trainers, does that person necessarily know what they're after? Or are they very much at that kind of top end of the funnel, at that inspiration phase? Yeah, if you have a relatively limited budget, you need to kind of pick and choose, okay? Now, if someone actually typed in running shoes for people with flat feet, and you are a running shop, that's a lot more towards your niche and a lot more kind of perfect for you, because that user is demonstrating that they know what they're after. And if your business goal is direct sales, that might be useful for you. Look at the different match types that are available. Emma, if you could just put an example into the chat there, okay, of the 3 different types. So we have, and we'll use the example running shoes. So Emma, if you could just use running shoes. 1 is a broad match, 2nd is a phrase match, and then 3rd is an exact match. Broad match means if someone roughly types in a sentence in any order that contains those 2 words, your ad will trigger. If you have these little speech marks at the side known as phrase matching, Google's algorithm's looking at it and going, okay, someone's looking at roughly, okay, the similar kind of thing, your ad will trigger. Exact match has these little square bars at the side, okay, and what that means is only if someone types in exactly those 2 words in that order with nothing else, your ad will trigger. Take a look into this, guys, because this can be a great way of kind of optimizing your SEM profiles. Also, refine with negative keywords. So if there's certain words such as free, such as jobs, such as vacancies or anything like that, there might be certain words that you don't want to rank for. Okay. Finally, you need to make sure that you're writing a compelling ad. Focus on the benefits to the user, okay, and write copy that actually appeals, okay, and works across all devices. That's why we always say, okay, get a preview, okay, across PC and mobile. Okay, do that to make sure how it looks. All right. Implement all of the ad extensions that are available to you, okay, if they work for you. Things such as, location extensions, review extensions, various pages with structured snippets. The reason I would encourage you to look at that, guys, okay, is with search engine marketing, okay, you're paying to be there. When you use all of these extensions that you have available, a couple of reasons. One, you're telling the users more about your business, okay, and because you're paying to be it, you're actually taking up more space, okay, on a search engine page. And what does that mean? That you're pushing your competitors down. You're taking up more what I would call prime real estate for your ads directly in the middle there. Search engine marketing, a couple quick tips just to kind of go around it again there. Optimize your keyword list, boost your ads with extensions, and definitely connect it with your analytics account. The reason being is you'll get a more rounded view, okay, when you're kind of doing some analysis across both organic and your paid efforts. All right, guys, let's get started with display advertising. So display advertising are those, if you don't know about them, are sometimes those ads that you kind of go, oh, that's weird. I was just looking at that the other day. Display ads are based on, user behavior, kind of things that you've maybe been looking at in the past, okay, and maybe if you kind of roughly fit the target demographic of businesses after. You sometimes see them across various news sites, maybe blog sites, university sites, and so forth. Okay, you'll see it across a few different places, and these are just kind of boxes, okay, where companies are able to advertise in, okay, to show off their products and services to you because you roughly kind of match the target demographic, or you've previously showed interest in a similar kind of product or service. Yeah. They're fantastic in terms of kind of developing brand awareness, really kind of spreading a message to a large audience. How do we get started with that then? So first of all, you're going to do the same steps. Log into Google Ads and this time select display. Then you're going to select again the campaign goal. What is it you're trying to achieve? Then this time, what we're going to do is select the right targeting. Okay, and this is where we use a thing called display planner rather than keyword planner. And what this does is take a look at it, guys, and what this does is it actually gives you relevant websites which would be useful to match your audience type, okay, about the kind of keywords and phrases that about the key kind of products and services that you provide. It actually tells you how relevant it is, all right? And you can pick them and you can show your ads across there. All right. You can then target based on, on keywords as well across certain demographics, okay, against topics and interests that people have. So you can really refine that audience down. So yes, you want to grow brand awareness big, but you really still want to hit that niche market who would love and really care about what you can provide. Use the right language, okay, to attract audiences, because sometimes with the displays ads, there is still room for some text. Make sure you've got short, kind of catchy, punchy copy in there. Okay, clean, simple imagery works really well. Complex imagery, when it's kind of put across different sizes, can sometimes be a little bit of a headache for your customers. So clean, simple imagery. And always have, with anything in marketing, have a simple, clear, compelling call to action for that next step. So let's revise that and look at some tips for success. Understand your customers. Okay, so do your research as to who you're trying to appeal to. Maybe enhance with remarketing. So people who visited your website before, you could potentially create an audience that you can remarket to within Google Ads and within analytics. That would be useful. And then finally, guys, test, and optimize. That's all that we do as digital marketers, okay? We have best practices, okay? We'll trial a few different versions of something. Okay, see over maybe a month, maybe 6 weeks, what's working for us, okay, and then refine, okay, and optimize, and refine and optimize. That's the way that over time you build a really powerful, really great campaign. All right, guys, now we're going to look at a little bit of social media. So how social media can help your business. So social media has done wonderful things for us. Social media has helped to generate sales directly for your business. It also adds additional value to your brand because you can show more about your business than just the products and services that you provide. It generally helps you improve your marketing as well. The reason that I say that is if you, with social media marketing, when you're posting, you're driving people to your website. People are spending more time on your website. Okay, so Google understands actually, okay, this website looks as though it's pretty good quality because it's got links coming from here. And people are spending time on it. Yeah. It helps. It helps generally improve your marketing. Okay, but also if you've got links going out, okay, to different social media platforms as well, okay, all of these different links create a really well-rounded strategy for your business. Okay, a really kind of well-rounded social strategy for your business. All right, guys, so let's look at some of the differences. Organic social media. There's normally no charge, okay, with organic social media. Okay, however, there are limitations, such as you'll only be able to reach, okay, your followers and their friends. Okay, certain tools such as kind of like utilizing hashtags, okay, with tools such as Tailwind maybe and RightTag. There's other few available as well. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. They kind of help you to understand what hashtags are relevant and maybe rotate your hashtags as well, rather than just using the same ones again and again. That might help, guys. Paid social media is a bit different because you pay for views, actions, and or clicks. So you pay to be there and you pay for the actions that people take. But this is different. You can actually reach anyone. You can reach anyone as long as they're on that platform anywhere in the world. And people don't actually have to be following your pages. And you can target them, okay, based on a lot of things, such as demographic, locations, profession, interests, behavior online, and many more. All right. Choose your social media channels carefully though. All right. Think about the different audience or audiences that you might have for your business. You know, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and many more. They all have slightly different kind of audiences. Okay, to consider. Post regularly, guys. Okay, keep kind of posting, but mix up what you're posting. Okay, don't just post messages. Don't just post a picture all the time with a few hashtags. People love, okay, mixing it up and using different kind of posts. That's what we kind of thrive on. Okay, social media marketing. So some tips for success. Okay, the things that you need to be doing here. All right, is set yourself a goal. What is it that you're trying to achieve with your social media? The reason that I say that that's critical, guys, is if we don't know what we're trying to do, we'll never know whether we've succeeded or fallen short. And as we know, guys, there's nothing wrong with kind of falling that little bit short. If anything, it's a good lesson, because then what we can do is we can kind of reflect, okay, what is it that let our campaign down and how can we do better next month? Yeah, you can analyze the data and maybe do better. Social media, make sure that you understand your audience. Look in the back end of your social media campaigns, okay? So in the back end of all social media platforms, there tends to be, whether in insights or in analytics, okay? So you can check on who are the kind of the key demographics, are they male, female, age ranges, interests, where are they, okay? Who are the people who are actually following it and care about what you do? Finally, consistency. Make sure that you've got a kind of continuity, okay, about what you're doing across social media and post regularly. All right, guys, now we're going to jump into a little bit of email marketing. So what is email marketing? Okay, so email marketing is a great way of kind of staying in touch, okay, and adding more value, okay, to your customer base, okay, or potentially marketing to a new customer base. One of the things that I would say, guys, is select an email marketing platform that's right for you. Okay, some of the marketing platforms have no charge. Okay, some of them do. Okay, it's finding out the right features for you. Some of them are more technical. Okay, some of them are a little bit more simplistic. Some of the ones that we regularly kind of hear in questions are things like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Drip, SendGrip. Okay, but you guys have probably utilized some of your own platforms as well. Build a list of relevant contacts. Okay, so make sure that you do have permission when contacting people by email. The whole kind of GDPR thing came in a while ago, but it's also best practice. People are more likely to respond if they actually did say, yeah, I want to hear from you. Use your content to generate new contacts as well. Yeah, when you're kind of putting content out there, okay, make sure that you are putting content out there to appeal to existing and potentially for them to share and talk about with potential new kind of contacts as well to share with you. Invite people to subscribe. Small step, put something on your website, okay, or even on your social media platforms and ask people if they're interested. Follow our newsletter. A great way to kind of keep them engaged. All right. Another point there is segment the group. Okay, so don't send everyone. Okay, if you've got different personas, okay, or user pen portraits, different kind of client audience bases, okay, make sure that you segment them where possible. Because if you've got a client who is a multi-million pound organization, you know, that kind of client base, but you've also got SMEs, okay, the examples that you might use, okay, is who you've worked with. They might be different. You might need to tailor that email accordingly. Finally, guys, treat your users like VIPs, all right? When people have signed up, they're loving something that you're doing, okay, and they're already interested. Make them feel as though they are that little bit more special, because it will work, okay? It's not about rewarding them all the time with offers, but make them feel and let them know that you do appreciate it. Keep it useful to them, so people don't want to be sold to all the time, okay? You can talk about more about what's going on in the business and so forth, okay? Maybe content as to how else you can use your products and services. Things that you guys have learned, share that, okay? People buy into the company and the brand, okay? Then they will actually decide to kind of buy from you as well. So some basic tips for success: segment the groups like we said, okay? Keep it simple, okay? But test and send 2 or 3 emails before you send out to everyone, okay? And when I say that is send it across and view it on a mobile, a tablet, and on a desktop or, you know, laptop, whatever. The reason I say that is make sure, okay, that the email kind of template that you're using scales well, okay, across all kind of devices. And then finally, measure the open and click rate, okay, across all of your campaigns. What you'll begin to see over time is different kind of emails that you've sent out. Some of them have done fantastic, some of them might be a little bit more poor. We need to kind of learn from that as we go on. Okay guys, content marketing. Different kinds of content available. People love videos, people sometimes still want to read blogs, and that's good for SEO. Case studies, great way to show what you do. Guides, great way to be kind of informative. So some of the things to consider when you want to kind of build, okay, and get started with it. Build customer example profiles, persona development, okay. We've actually got a really useful module on the Digital Garage website about user pen portraits, okay. So that's kind of building out, okay, the different audience types that you have, okay, within your business. Some businesses will have 1 audience, some businesses might potentially have 10, even though that you're just selling a few products, all right. Create different types of feel, okay, and maybe use different language and maybe use different channels depending on the segment, okay, or the persona that you're trying to contact. Create a customer journey map. This is the stuff that I love. Identify the steps using things like Google Analytics and some of your social media insights, okay. Identify the steps that people take before they buy. Okay, if you can say, actually, people seem to come in from this social media platform, seem to go to these blogs, okay, and then they seem to go to a call to action. Look at what they're kind of engaging with. What is it that's doing so well about those particular posts, those particular blogs that are driving them at that, and reinforce that. Use content to generate business. Okay, so do what you can. We were talking about facilitating the customer journey, but distribute the content on the right channels to reach the right audiences. Okay, don't just leave a blog sitting there. If you've written a blog for a certain type of audience, think about the different social media platforms that might be useful to send out. If you've created a guide, could you maybe promote that across social media or across Google Ads? It might work for you. All right, guys, so some content tips for success. Use content to facilitate the sales process. Potentially use storytelling to engage and drive the audience in and keep them there. Distribute the content to maximize your reach. But finally, really important, measure performance and optimize. You'll never know whether something's been fantastic unless we measure, okay, refine and continue to optimize it. All right, guys, we're just going to pause for 1 or 2 quick questions here because I know that that's a long section there. So we've got Vikas. Is there any website to search and analyze which keyword is better for our website? Yes, there is, Vikas. So as I mentioned a little bit earlier, there's a few different tools that you can use to look for this kind of stuff. The one from ourselves, okay, is Google Keyword Planner. Emma, if you could pop that back in the chat there, Google Keyword Planner. There are other kind of tools and platforms available, so things like Ubersuggest. You know, that's a no-cost platform as well. I think it might be one of those freemium ones where you can pay to top up as well. There's some other platforms such as SE Rankings, SEMrush, Moz, SpyFu. There's a whole host of different platforms. If you just type in, go to Keyword Planner, okay, and see if that kind of satisfies everything that you need. Or if you'd like to try anything else, maybe take a look at some of the tools that I told you about there. All right, thanks guys for the questions there. We'll just move on to the next section where we start to actually build that digital marketing plan. All right. Take a photo or take a snapshot of this one, guys. I love this slide, okay, because it simplifies and it breaks down how we put a digital marketing plan together. All right. So, 1, business goals. 2, budgets. 3, audiences. Deciding the channels, plan your activity, and then how we go about measurement. All right. Let's take a look. Let's dive in. So, guys, we've got this deck, okay, and it's normally delivered face to face. So what I'm going to do is, rather than going through both examples that we have here, I'm just going to pick on Max, okay, throughout. So what we've done here is we've given you an example of Max. He's a hairdresser and he's going to have his business goals and his own challenges. All right. So number 1, the business goals and objectives. What is it that you want to achieve? All right. For Max, Max wants to get more customers through his door, okay, both new and past, and make more people in his local area know that his business actually exists. Okay. Sound familiar, guys? Yeah. There's a whole host of ways that we can do to help. All right, so first of all, let's look at some of the other online objectives that you may have. It might be to increase traffic to your website, increase general online sales, increase social media likes and follows from potential customers, okay, or generally increase online reach and awareness, okay, make more people know that we actually exist. So what I'd like you to do, guys, is just match the business goals with some of the online objectives here. Just get your notepads out. Okay, and just quickly, just over the next kind of 10, 20 seconds, just pick 1 or 2, just so we can kind of check and you guys know whether you're kind of on the right kind of lines between a business goal and an online objective. 1 is a general business goal, 1 is adapting it to be an online objective with focus. Okay, so get more people found, get found by more people, make more people aware that you exist, and so forth. Let me know how you do, guys. Here's the answers. How did you do? Yeah, make more people aware that you exist. An online objective, increase online reach and awareness. Okay, sell more products, general business goal, increase website sales. It sounds like simple stuff, but what we're doing is we're starting to put a little bit more meat on the bones as to what we're trying to achieve online. All right, so Max, I don't have a website yet as it's too much of an investment right now. So now we're talking about the budget and his resource. Okay, Max doesn't have, his budget and his resource. So then we need to look at some of the steps, don't we? As to, okay, first of all, not everyone has to have a website. However, there is some ways to get you online and have a digital presence without it costing the world. Okay, 3, audience. This is where we need to really know, okay, who we're trying to go after. Okay, so the audience might be like a small business owner. It might be students, digital savvy mums, okay, or maybe it's a male online gamer, okay? We really kind of need to know who we're targeting, okay, for our businesses, yeah? If we try and cast the net too broad, we could end up potentially wasting our time, spending a fortune across different channels, okay, and only hoping that something sticks. Rather than, if we understand the audience, we bring the net right in and we'll capture audiences who really care and value about what we do. So with Max is targeting females in his local area. His most valuable customers are females normally above 30, and they normally have children, work part-time, and most of them use Facebook. If you can write something like that, okay, if you already have, okay, a lot of that insight, what we can do is we can mix that with a little bit of social media analytics or Google Analytics, okay, and put some more meat on the bones. Because there's a lot of things in here, guys. Okay, there's a lot of things in here that we can actually target. Okay, just think, okay, get the creative juices flowing, guys. Females within a local area, okay, female maybe above 30, we can target them, can't we? Have children, we can target them. Work part-time, we could target them, but 2, think about the times that it would be online. And then it's telling you the platform. Most of them use Facebook. Probably good idea to use Facebook then, yeah? All right, so then what we need to do is we make sure for your business, okay, that you're picking the right channels that match your online objective. So let's take a look. Press the button twice. Is increase online reach and awareness. So the right marketing channel for that would be something like utilizing display marketing, social media, and content. If you wanted to increase traffic to your website, search engine marketing, SEO, and potential email marketing. Does that make sense, guys? It's just thinking about the channels, okay, which will kind of help people help people kind of achieve the online objective that you want them to do. Yeah? Okay, guys, let's move on. Fine, guys. Number 5 is plan your activity. Okay, focus on the detail and be strategic with what you're trying to do. So Max his online objectives are to reach more people in his local area. He doesn't have a website as it's too much of an investment, he thinks right now. How could digital help him? So one way of doing it, list your business on Google My Business and maybe even create a website at no charge. When I say that, guy, did you know that in your Google My Business listing, in the bottom, this way around, in the bottom corner, okay, there's a no charge website builder within there. It gives you a digital presence, it looks slick, okay, it looks kind of very user friendly, and it gets you off and running as an SME. It's really awesome to use, and not a lot of people know that it's there. All right. Next step is set up social media pages. Okay, start collecting reviews, post pictures for Max of customer hairstyles. You know, we all love those before and after shots, and they would work for that audience. Okay, think about the social media pages that might work for your business, guys. Okay, start collecting those reviews, because as we touched on earlier, reviews are important because we want to see what have other people done. Use social and paid social adverts to target people in your local area to attract new customers. That's definitely going to work for Max because he can target them within postcodes or with a town or a city, okay? And he can be very specific as to the type of people that he wants to go after. Think about whether that could be useful for you guys as well. Sorry, that's for Rachel, so we'll just skip through Rachel's ones. Sorry guys, just for time wise, that's all. Finally guys, measure, okay? How will we know if we've succeeded? Set smart objectives to help you measure the success. Okay, so we need to make sure when we say smart, guys, okay, as you can see here, I'll just zoom in if you can't see it on your screen. Smart means being specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. Okay, so make sure that you're setting some kind of smart objectives for your business. A broad objective to increase online sales. A smart objective to increase online sales by 20% within the next 3 months. Okay, make sure that you're doing that, guys. Give yourself that time bound. Okay, and give yourself some realistic kind of smart objectives to try and get to. If we fall short, that's where we kind of refine, we review, okay, and we look at the next steps for the month ahead or for the time ahead. All right, so the digital marketing plan for Max. All right, let's take a look. So the business goal is reach more people in his local area and get more people through the doors. The right channels, as you can see here, local SEO and Facebook would be great. The online objective for him, okay, was increase online reach, increase returning customers. But the smart objective, okay, is Facebook pages, increase Facebook likes from new people by 50% within the next month. Increase bookings from the past customers by 20% over the next quarter. So what's the activity? We're going to build a website and boost visibility on Google My Business and use Facebook advertising to target people within the local area. And he's already got the audience. He knows who they are. Females aged 30 to 45 within the local area, and some of them are past customers. Break it down like this, guys, okay? Because it's giving you the keys, okay, to really kind of unlock your audiences, okay, and potentially use some of these channels and maximize your online reach and success. So we'll just skim through Rachel's ones again there. So yeah, again, guys, we've touched on all 6 elements here. I hope that's made them clear for you guys, because it's something that a lot of people can spend, you know, and you should spend a lot of time on a digital marketing plan. But when we kind of take some of the fear and take some of the clutter away, this is what it kind of boils down to. All right, guys, we're going to pause for a couple of quick questions here. Emma, you're doing a fantastic job in the moderator and in the chat there. Thanks very much. So what have we got? We've got Trident Holiday Homes. Great to have you with us. With Instagram, it seems very hard to grow the number of followers. Now the question is, what's the point in using the platform? Okay, so when you're saying that it's hard to grow your followers, okay, what can sometimes happen is, believe me, I've been there. As a marketing manager, okay, or when I've been in the business and you've had to wear multiple hats, okay, sometimes think about what are the right platforms. You might be wasting your time on some social media platforms because it might not be right for your audience. So what some businesses end up doing is you spread yourself really thin on that fear of missing out. Okay, and you want to be everywhere, but what can sometimes happen, okay, is you dilute the quality, okay, by trying to post across everything. Maybe take a look at Google Analytics. So this is for Trident Holiday Homes. Take a look at Google Analytics, okay, and look at the different platforms that have been most successful. Go to acquisition, okay, and channels, okay, and you'll be able to see the different social media channels that have been most successful for you. Finally, if Instagram is right for you, okay, maybe kind of look at mixing up the hashtags that you use, okay, or maybe consider doing some paid social on there as well. Thanks for the question. We've got Bridget D'Souza, lovely to have you with us. Should we create a persona for each channel, i.e. Facebook, LinkedIn, website, and so on? No, Bridget. So, sorry, I'm just being very straight. No, the persona isn't for each channel. The persona is for different kind of audiences. The example I'll give you, okay, so say you've got brands such as Reebok, Nike, Adidas, and so forth. They sell sporting goods, don't they? Okay, but think about the different types of people who buy the different kinds of product. Okay, you might have, I don't know, older men and women who buy sporting goods for, I don't know, for balls or for cricket or for golf. Okay, but then you might have audiences for young teenagers who want to buy kind of the latest, most fashionable set of Nike Air Jordans or Nike Air Max or whatever they might be. The channels that you would pick would be different for them. It's about the people. And you choose the channels for the people. You don't base a persona on the channel. I hope that helps. Finola Fagan. For audience profiling, how important is it to look at your most valuable customers rather than just the average customer? Great point, that. Great point. 100% you would look at your most important customers. Okay, because what you'll tend to find is when you look and reflect on the customers that you currently have, you'll normally kind of say, I would love more customers like that. You could potentially base a little bit of the profiling as to who you want to kind of adapt your business for and go after to that. But if you're kind of getting going and all of this is new to you, okay, we're going to start from a solid base, okay, and start looking at all the audiences we could potentially sell to and develop personas on that. So it depends, Finola, how kind of long you've been going and if you've already got some of those key fantastic clients that you would like more of. I hope that helps. All right, guys. So let me just get my tech right. So guys, what I wanted to say is thank you so much for kind of joining us over the last hour. I know that it's been at a pace because a digital strategy includes kind of a lot of things. So I wanted to say thank you for all of the questions. All right, we're going to start wrapping up here as we're nearly out of time. I hope that it's been a useful dive into kind of that digital marketing strategy. Guys, as I mentioned at the beginning of the session, if you are interested in learning more from the Google Digital Garage, there's a few ways that you can continue to do so. One, we're running more webinars like this one in a variety of different subjects. If you'd like to check out the full schedule of webinars, please see the information in the description below. Click the link and you'll be able to kind of get access to see everything that we've got coming up over the weeks and months. What I would say, guys, is check it out again if you haven't recently, because we've added, useful kind of some exciting new content there. Okay, we've added a few new faces to it, so we've really got some great stuff coming up over the coming weeks. If you'd like to carry on learning in your own time, guys, check out the Digital Garage website for the online courses, which are available 24/7 at no cost. There's even one in there as well, the Fundamentals of Digital Marketing, where you can actually get a certification. 1, to beef up your knowledge. 2, beef up your CV. 3, beef up your LinkedIn. Everyone wins. You go, okay, and it'll kind of help you moving forward. Guys, if you've got any feedback on today's session, please do contact us by emailing team@thedigitalgarage.co.uk, which is also at the bottom of the description. Okay, what we'd also like to do, guys, if you would be so kind, is we'd love to kind of get your qualitative feedback. So you can see on screen there, if you just take a moment just to kind of fill in that form, it only takes a minute or two. Let us know what we're doing well. Let us know what you're loving. Let us know what else we could be doing to further add value to these webinars for viewers like yourselves. Finally, guys, we would really kind of love it if you would talk about us, okay? If you've learned something new, if you found out something you didn't know, okay, and you think that your friends, family, and your business connections would also enjoy it, use the hashtag Digital Garage. Okay, we're trying to do something positive. Me and the team, me and Emma, we love what we're doing and we love seeing kind of the positive impact that we're having. All right, guys. Emma, you've done a fantastic job in the chat, helping the viewers kind of with questions and so forth. Guys, it's been my pleasure talking to you today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. From all of us here at the Digital Garage, my name's Michael Knowles, and from Emma Gray, have a great day, and we'll see you soon again here at the Digital Garage. Take care. Bye bye, guys.